Welcome back to Change Your Mind and Improve Your Life. Today we have one of the premier goal setters and also motivational speakers and writers of all time, Mr. Earl Nightingale. The reason that we put this video together for you is because we believe in you. We believe in your success. We believe that you can obtain every single goal that you have set. But we also realize that you're going to face all kinds of challenges along the way. That's where these affirmations come into play. Make sure that you listen to these affirmations on your path to success. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel. And without any further ado, Inspired Affirmations from Earl Nightingale.
We can succeed in life with proper goal setting. We become what we think about. A man's life is what his thoughts make of it. Everything comes if a man will only wait. I have brought myself by long meditation to the conviction that a human being with a settled purpose must accomplish it, and that nothing can resist a will that will stake even existence for its fulfillment. A man is what he thinks about all day long. Emerson. The great law of the universe, simply stated, is that if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. The human mind is the last great, unexplored continent on earth. The mind contains riches beyond our wildest dreams. The mind will return anything we want to plant. Familiarity breeds contempt. We must control our thinking. The same rule that can lead a man to a life to success, wealth, happiness, and all the things he ever dreamed of for himself and his family, that very same law can lead him into the gutter. It's all in how he uses it, for good or for bad. This is the strangest secret in the world. It seems that most people want so many different things, or at least they think they want them, that they're unable to focus their efforts, their minds, their hearts in anything specific. The establishment of a goal is the key to successful living. And the most important step toward achieving an objective is first to define it. I'm sure you have at least 30 minutes a day in which to list your thoughts about possible goals. Set aside such a period each day to concentrate on your goals for a month. At the end of that time, choose from the possible objectives you have listed the one that seems most important, and record it separately on a single index card. Carry this card with you at all times. Think about this objective every day. Create concrete mental images of the goal, as if you've already accomplished it. Focus on one objective at a time. Like a servo mechanic, the brain, which is set on a target, will call into play those mental processes that will bring your efforts to fruition. Your actions will conform to your expectations, thereby bringing about the event. If you believe that you will reach your objective, you will continue to work at a task until you have accomplished it. It is better by noble boldness to run the risk of being subject to half of the evils we anticipate than to remain in cowardly listlessness for fear of what may happen. The key that unlocks energy is desire. Did you ever sit down and make a list of everything you want? People can have anything they want. The trouble is that they don't know what they want. It is the voyage and the adventures on the way that count, not the arrival itself. That we live is not nearly as important as the manner in which we live. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. Whatever you're looking for must first be found within you, whether it be peace, happiness, riches, or great accomplishments. Everything we do outwardly is only an expression of what we are inwardly. There is a secret to perseverance. A good deal of frustration and unhappiness could be avoided if people would just do what they know they should do. Pick the things that are most important to do, and simply begin doing them. Work never killed anyone. It's worry that does the damage. And the worry would disappear if we just settle down and do the work. All growth depends upon activity. There is no development physically or intellectually without effort, and effort means work. Work is not curse. It is the prerogative of intelligence, the only means to manhood, and the measure of civilization. Don't look at the sudden loss of a habit, or a way of life, as the end of the road. See it instead as only a bend in the road that will open up all sorts of interesting possibilities and new experiences. Falling is not failing, unless you fail to get up. Vigor is contagious, and whatever makes us either think or feel strongly adds to our power and enlarges our field of action. He that can have patience, can have what he will. It is not necessary for all men to be great in action. The greatest and most sublime power is often simple patience. To know how to wait is the great secret of success. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Write the word patience someplace where you'll see it every day for the next 50 or 60 years. You'll be amazed what this one word can do for your life. A person needs to chip away everything that doesn't look like the person he or she most wants to become. All that we have is the present moment and the future. They can be anything we want them to be. Have you given much thought to the fact that you create yourself? You do. To an altogether unsuspected extent, simply by the choices you make. You create your life by the things you decide to do, or decide not to do. The self is only that which it is in the process of becoming. My observations lead me to the conclusion that human beings have suffered greater deprivations from their fear of life than from its abundance. A person needs to chip away everything that doesn't look like the person he or she most wants to become. All that we have is the present moment and the future. They can be anything we want them to be. When we put the well-being of people in first place, we'll never make a mistake. People first, profit last. And the more you do it, the bigger and better your profits become. Every act we perform during the day is goal-achieving, tension-relieving, or unnecessary. Distinguish between the urgent and the important. It is not what happens to you in life that makes the difference. It is how you react to each circumstance you encounter that determines the result. Every human being in the same situation has the possibilities of choosing how he will react either positively or negatively. Only 8% of your worries are worth concerning yourself about. 92% are pure fog with no substance at all. There are two ways of solving money problems. Augment your means. That is, make more money. Or diminish your wants. There are 12 important things to remember. The value of time. The success of perseverance. The pleasure of working. The dignity of simplicity. The worth of character. The power of example. The influence of life. The obligation of duty. The wisdom of economy. The virtue of patience. The improvement of talent. The joy of originating. We all need reminding. The value of time not to waste it on things that do nothing to help or bring enjoyment. We must master the art of relationships. The thing to remember here is that other people are far more interested in themselves than they are in you. You accomplish nothing talking about yourself, but you accomplish a great deal by showing interest in what the other person is saying and doing. You make him feel he or she is important in your eyes, and whenever you do this well, you might call it instant friendships. Most of us are luckier than we know, and have much to celebrate. But happiness and joyful celebrating are inconceivable without friends. Selflessness is the rule in the best of friendships. A friend is an extension of oneself. One of the most mawkish of human delusions is the notion that friendship should be lifelong. The fact is that a man of resilient mind outwears his friendships just as certainly as he outwears his love affairs and his politics. They become threadbare, and every act and attitude that they involve becomes an act of hypocrisy. Strengthening your interpersonal skills is a must. There is nothing noble in feeling superiors to some other person. The true nobility is in being superior to your previous self. Those who have shown that they can lead their own lives effectively are best fitted to accept responsibility and authority. The true function of leadership is to bring out the best efforts of others, and people most willingly pay heed to those whom they consider most able to direct. The best leaders are almost always those who do not seek leadership, but who have demonstrated in their own lives, in their work and attitude, that they should lead. The leader is the person who acts when the situation requires action. All too often we're prone to look upon people as they are, instead of in the light of what they might be, what they can be. There exist in each of us deep reservoirs of ability, even genius, which we habitually fail to use. It often takes knowledge, care and time to bring ability to the surface. You must learn to cultivate your creativity. As we reach successive plateaus in life, we begin to imagine ourselves reaching the next one. It's a good idea, as we use our imagination, to always strive for simplicity, to avoid the complicated. Imagination, like anything else, needs fuel for production. You can't have something from nothing. Habit patterns and ways of thinking become deeply established, and it seems easier and more comforting to follow them than to cope with change, even when change may represent freedom and achievement. I have 6 honest serving men, they taught me all I know. Their names where and what and when and why and how and who. You ain't learning nothing while you're talking. You must apply creativity to problem solving. Thinking in new directions is the definition of genius. Walt Disney used to ask 10 people what they thought of a new idea. If they were unanimous in their rejection of it, he would begin working on it immediately. You know, each of us has a gold mine between his ears. If you fail to mine the gold, well, that's your business. But it's there all that you can want and much more. Thinking is the hardest work, which is the probable reason why so few engage in it. Henry Ford. Being broke is a temporary situation. Being poor is a state of mind. You know, 1 hour a night adds up quickly to a really enormous amount of time. Time is one few things man can't buy more of, and it's a good idea to use all of it as wisely as we know how. Ideas are free, yet they're the most valuable commodities known to man. And great ideas enable the mind that conceived them. We must build effective communication skills. Listening really is the key to good conversation. You can't learn much with your own mouth open. Whatever you say has to be something you already know. Being a good conversationalist is a little like walking a tightrope. It must be done in perfect balance. A good conversationalist is not only a good speaker, with a wide range of interests and knowledge, he is also an excellent, interested listener and very comfortable to be around. The best conversationalist is the best listener. Good conversation is an art, and, like any art, must be learned. As in learning anything, listening is the best way to go about it. We not only make friends this way, we might even learn something. Speaking with passion but without the facts is like making a beautiful dive into an empty pool. Make sure your mind is in gear before you set your mouth in motion. Talk is by far the most accessible of pleasures. Talk costs nothing in money. It is all profit. It completes our education, founds and fosters our friendships, and can be enjoyed at any age and in almost any state of health. Robert Louis Stevenson. We must improve our writing skills. Our main purpose is to get the people to buy what we have to say. We're there to sell the people on an idea, to transfer out enthusiasm for our subject to our listeners. A writer is dear and necessary for us only in the measure in which he reveals to us the inner working of his soul. Tolstoy. The best ways to form the right habits is to do something you know you should be doing, every day. The more you do and act, the easier it becomes, the more competent and confident you become, and the work becomes steadily better. The more you do, the more ideas you get for future work. I guess we all know that the longer you put off what you know very well you should be doing, the more you dread doing it. Finally, because of our procrastination, the job looms far larger than it did in the beginning. If every day each of us would just do the things we know very well we really should be doing, we'd always be ahead of the game. You can become a master public speaker. The most important element necessary to make an effective speech is to be interesting. If you cannot make what you have to say interesting, you shouldn't be making a speech in the first place. Our responsibility in attempting to get others to do things we want them to do is to be interesting. A little thought, a little planning, will usually do the trick. The purpose of the speech is not to talk about you but rather the subject matter itself. Our success in most any type of activity will always be an exact ratio to our ability to influence people. The best way I know to influence people is to care enough, to know enough, to serve them well. There are lasting benefits of good service. Your rewards will be determined by the way you do your job, multiplied by the number of people you serve. If a person isn't happy with his rewards, he should take a good, long look at his contributions. Growth and increase are a part of mankind and all of nature. It is inherent in each of us to desire more. No one can become rich in any way without serving others. Anyone who adds to prosperity must prosper in turn. All human activities are based on the desire for increased people seeking more food, more clothes, more knowledge, more pleasure, more life. How much does it cost to give love, respect and consideration to those near you? Very little, just a little extra effort. Love, respect, and consideration are priceless to the person receiving them. This is the key. Give more than you receive in everything you do. You are building a great credit for yourself that must come to you in some form, sooner or later. You are taking out less than you are putting in, and by so doing you are building a tidal wave of future prosperity. This is the law of increase. The law is understood and followed undeviatingly by every successful businessperson, artist, professional and worker, by every successful mother and father and friend. It is the most striking attribute of all successful people, companies and institutions. As you find new and better ways of giving more in-use value than you are receiving in money, more and more people will turn to you. The picture you project. The way in which you communicate to every person you come in contact with during the day is a reflection of your total personality. The picture you project is determined by how you feel inside. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. To become successful and outstanding at something, we don't have to come up with something new, we need only find ways of doing it better. If you want to succeed at something, just do it better. The respect for excellence never changes. Excellence still commands the highest price, it is still revered wherever we find it. The people performing the work have gained for themselves two precious assets: security and joy. We must master our self-image. The exciting story unfolding upon this inner screen is one which is invented every second of your life, yesterday, tomorrow, but most important, right now. Since you are the dramatist, the director and the actor, you can change the story as it unfolds. Now, this instant, and for your whole lifetime. When a person worries about something, he projects himself mentally, emotionally, even physically, into a situation that hasn't even occurred. There are 4 steps to a healthy self-image. 1. Forgive others. 2. Forgive yourself. 3. See yourself at your best. Choose confidence instead of frustration. 4. Keep up with yourself. March to your own drummer, and don't worry about what others are doing. Of all the traps and pitfalls in life, self-disesteem is the deadliest, and the hardest to overcome. Stop carrying around a mental picture of yourself as a defeated. Stop dramatizing yourself as an object of pity and injustice. But the biggest secret of self-esteem is this: begin to appreciate other people more. Stop and think when you're dealing with people. You're dealing with a unique, individual creation of the Creator of all. Practice treating other people as if they had some value, and surprisingly enough, your own self-esteem will go up. For real self-esteem is not derived from the great things you've done, the things you own, or the mark you've made, but an appreciation of yourself for what you are. You become more successful when you manage your inner world. Calmness is the rarest quality in human life. Calmness is the poise of a great nature, in harmony with itself and its ideals. Calmness is singleness of purpose, absolute confidence and conscious power ready to be focused in an instant to meet any crisis. The words, "Know thyself," are still two of the most important words ever put together. I commit to being a millionaire. I make wise use of my time. I am well respected because of my actions. I act in the certain way. I am now using my mind to create unlimited prosperity. Being abundant is a part of who I am. I am grateful for all the wealth in my life right now. I am ever present in the now. I do not stress over the past, or worry about the future. I am so happy and grateful that I am a millionaire. I see opportunities for enriching myself everywhere I look. I ignore any detractors in my life. Everyone else believes that I am lucky. I am blessed. I now have enough money to buy anything I need or want. The more I give, the wealthier I become. Money flows to me. Being wealthy gives me the power to help others. I am an excellent money manager. I make large amounts of money. I am grateful for all the wealth in my life. I am open and willing to receive massive amounts of money into my life. I make millions of dollars. I have everything I need to create whatever I want. I constantly find abundance and prosperity wherever I look. Every day, in every way, I am becoming richer and richer. Becoming a millionaire is something I easily do. I consistently take the actions I need to increase my wealth. My mind creates money for me day after day. I have a millionaire mind. I breathe in wealth, and wealth surrounds me. Money is pure energy, and is created in my mind. I am becoming more motivated to make money. My inner world creates my outer world. I work hard, and push through negativity and criticism. My money works hard for me, and makes even more money. Abundance is everywhere I look. I get paid millions of dollars to do what I love. I live below my means. I am smart with my money. I invest my money in assets. I invest my time, effort, and money in my businesses. I easily earn $1 million per year. I have a millionaire mindset. It is easy to earn $1 million doing what I love. I regularly find a quiet space and empty my mind. I am always visualizing $1 million lifestyle. I feel rich in every way. I am a person of integrity. I surround myself with supportive people. Being wealthy is a part of who I am. I am a millionaire. Pay the price by becoming the person you want to become. The moment you decide on a goal to work toward, you're immediately a successful person. You are then in that rare group of people who know where they're going. Out of every 100 people, you belong to the top 5. Don't concern yourself too much with how you are going to achieve your goal. Leave that completely to a power greater than yourself. All you have to do is know where you're going. The answers will come to you of their own accord, and at the right time. Start today. You have nothing to lose, but you have your whole life to win. Write on a card what it is you want more than anything else. I have written down where I want to live. I have written down my desired income. I have written down desired relationship dynamics. Write down on your card specifically what it is you want. Make sure it's a single goal and clearly defined. You need not show your goal card to anyone, but carry it with you so that you can look at it several times a day. Think about it in a cheerful, relaxed, positive way each morning when you get up. Look at it every chance you get during the day and just before going to bed at night. As you look at your goals, remember that you must become what you think about. Understand that your goals are really yours the moment you write it down and begin to think about it. Fear leads to nothing good. I have stopped thinking about what it is I fear. Each time a fearful or negative thought comes into my mind, I will replace it with a mental picture of my positive and worthwhile goal. There will come a time when you'll feel like giving up. When that time comes, think about your goal or goals. Focus on the larger picture. It's easier for a human being to think negatively than positively. That's why only 5% are successful. You must begin now to place yourself in that group. Act as though it were impossible to fail. Your success will always be measured by the quality and quantity of service you render. Most people will tell you that they want to make money, without understanding the law of attraction. The only people who make money work in a mint. The rest of us must earn money. The idea of something for nothing causes those who keep looking to fail in life. Success is not the result of making money. Earning money is the result of success. Success is in direct proportion to the service we render to other people. I am actively looking for ways to serve more and more people in a more efficient manner. We have got to be of service first before we can expect money. I am not concerned with money. I am concerned with providing service to as many people as I can. Be of service, build, work, dream, create. There is no limit to the prosperity and abundance that will come to you. I do not start new tasks or aim for new goals until I have decided to stick with it.